Thank you. Thank you. I am honored to be here. And I'd really be happy to use these teleprompters if they were higher. But they're very low, so I'm going to read from my notes. I am just honored to be here today, and I want to thank you for having me. I really feel like I am with my people. Good thing. And thank you, Laura, for that wonderful introduction and for your outstanding work that you're doing to teach and mentor and inspire our young people. Let's give Laura a round of applause. I'd also like to thank our great governor of the state, Governor Schwarzenegger, as well as Speaker Pelosi for their outstanding leadership on this issue. And I have to thank my dear friend, California's First Lady, Maria Shriver. Maria is an example of how service can really transform lives, and she and I had a terrific time today out there at the Bret Harte School building a play lot. I think I was better with the tools, but she did a good job. Maria, you were an amazing woman. And I'd also like to recognize Karen Baker, California's Secretary of Service and Volunteering and the California Volunteer Office, for her efforts to promote service in this state. Round of applause for Karen. And I'd have to thank Michelle Nunn and Neil Bush from the Points of Light and Hands-On Network for co-sponsoring this conference and doing everything to make this such a wonderful event. And a warm thank you to my dear friend Alan Solomont, who's the chairman of the Corporation for National Service, and to the many members of the board of directors, many of whom are here, and the CEO, Nikki Gorin, and the terrific staff. With just 600 employees, the corporation operates with just 600 employees. This agency supports thousands of groups that engage millions of volunteers who change the lives of countless people every day. And we're so proud of their outstanding work, and we have to give them a round of applause as well. And finally, the last thank you goes to every single one of you here. That's a lot of you all here, too. That's a good thing. You all aren't just service providers. You're service leaders. You're the pioneers. You're the movers and the shakers. And you've done everything in your power to make giving back cool again, and that's a good thing. You have helped to make service once again a nationwide movement. And it's been said that our true calling in life is where our heart's greatest gladness meets the world's deepest need. And all of you here today have found that place. And I want to thank you for everything that you give and everything that you do. You are an inspiration to me and to all the folks in this nation who were looking on today's conference. You know that what you do every day isn't easy. Even in good times, it's not easy. And in times like these, when we're facing challenges unlike any in our lifetime, and you all know this better than anyone, I know it can feel close to impossible. When our economy falters, you're the ones who have to deal with the fallout. More folks needing those food pantries more than ever, more families needing help to stay in their homes and to pay their bills, cities and states cutting services and leaving so many people with nowhere to turn. And just as more people desperately need your help, you've got fewer resources at your disposal. So you're making do with less staff and working longer hours and stretching every dollar even further. So you know better than anyone at this time how badly we need change right now. And I know better than anyone here just how hard our president is working to make that change. We have a president who wants to help us break out of those old habits that got us into this mess and build a new foundation for our economy, making investments in education, healthcare, clean energy that will create jobs and preserve our planet and give our kids every opportunity to fulfill their dreams. And we're beginning to see some progress. We're starting to see some glimmers of hope, a little light at the end of the tunnel. But at the end of the day, there's only so much that government can do. Washington cannot do everything. Government can't be everything to everybody. It can't be every place at once. That's why we need active and engaged citizens like all of you to step up and do their part during these times. You see, our government might be able to rebuild some schools, but it's people that we need to serve as the mentors and tutors in those schools. It's people that we need to serve on the PTA and to chaperone kids on those field trips. Government can modernize our healthcare system, but it's people who we need to volunteer to help care for the sick and help people lead healthier lives. Our government can invest in clean energy, but it's people that we need to use that energy more efficiently to keep our public spaces clean and train for the green jobs of the future. This, more than anything, is the key point that I want to make today, and that is this new Obama administration doesn't view service as something separate from our national priorities or just something in addition to our national priorities. We have an administration that understands that service is the key to achieving our national priorities.